Hey Ashley, thanks for submitting your assignment. You try to get your work in on time so you get more feedback from the class, your classmates. Just because most people won't go back into the class and look at work that's posted after the week's over. So anyway, so I guess you're doing the garden one. Let's see here. So interesting. I like the acorns and the. Not sure narcissus. I'm not sure. That must be a flower. Also not sure what apricot flare is. I know what a rosebud is, definitely. And I know what lily is. Let's see. Oh, cool. I guess I'll learn more about these. Must be all different flower parts, which I think is really a cool idea. I like the cactus arms. Let's see. I tend to stay away from the flower heads just because they look so much just like a flower from a cartoon that's kind of less original than it could be. So I would go with one of your real original ones like this one. I think this is really cool. And what's your face here? Lemon, blueberry, tulip. The only thing I would have you consider is think of the continuity in terms of the objects. Though I love the cactuses, it kind of doesn't fit in with some of the other objects, the blueberry and lemon and the cherries. So as much as I love the cactus and I think it looks really great with this, there's kind of a disconnect in terms of visual continuity and meaning. With this one too, need to not use human facial parts, so this is also really interesting too. They're just kind of they're a little bit hard to see just because they're kind of jammed into the page, but this one's really cool too. Let me see, scholars. I just don't know what some of the flowers are, but I think they're really great ideas. And just make sure you think of little objects for the face, just like you did with this one here. That's exactly what you're supposed to do. Same with this one here. So for me, I think the most interesting one is this one, and I really like this one because I like how this kind of stalk comes out, but I would just work on making it more cactus, more succulent, or more like the rest of the other objects, the vegetables and the fruits and so on. Another thing to keep in mind, be sure to name your PDF correctly. Everything that's expected is in the directions, and this is to be treated like a client, so you want to really get everything exactly how the client wants it, so you don't, so you have a good portfolio piece, but you also don't lose points. And I think for the I think in the Dropbox too, you didn't submit your first assignment, so you need to put both assignments into the Dropbox for the final, and you also need to make sure that you've made any changes if there was suggested changes for the lesson for the book. Okay, so overall, really nice job. I think you've got some really creative stuff here. Okay, so next week you're going to be photographing. The objects and also getting them from, different online library sources. So a few things to consider. This is past student work. A few things to consider is just using different angles of view. This is kind of a top side view, so we're seeing 1, 2, 3 sides of this, and it just ends up creating more depth. Here's another garden one. Again, notice the use of scale for the back here, and things that are smaller look like they're further away, so it's just a way to create depth as well. See with the little leaves here. So just really think about what angle, what lighting. You want it to be consistent. Again, use of the sizing scale here to make things look like it's further away. Again, seeing two sides of these objects. Here are two smaller wheel in the back. These are final, so we're going to be doing background and text and stuff too. Okay, so anyway, nice job, and be sure to get that other file posted into the Dropbox, okay?